So here we are at the beginning of this mini meet at the B Road Hunting Club, and we're going to have a look around. To start with, we've got my friend Petrol Ped's Mini Roadster, and it's not a standard Roadster. No. So we've had some styling and suspension change by the B Road Hunting Club, and an engine, well, more than a tune by Lohhen. So it's been stage 2, so it's about 275 brake horsepower. It's got a bigger intercooler, it's got a Quaife limited slip diff, it's got coilovers, uprated brakes. I think that's some of the things. I have reviewed it, so I'll put a link above, but that thing, it's mad. It suffers a huge amount of torque steer, mind you, when you're really progressing. It's a very darty setup, but awesome. Cool. Yeah, you can. Yeah, I'm going to hold on to this.
Hold on tight.
It's like a bucking bronco, this thing. Next door to that, now this is something a bit special. I've seen this once before, Gonzo. Now this is definitely not standard. It's running on air suspension. Looks wicked though. Look at the inside of this. Look at that. There's the bottle for the air suspension. And it's cool. It really is. And this as well, it's not actually a wrap, it's proper paint, which is really wicked. Now, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because this car is going to be having a full review in the next few weeks. So really looking forward to that. Got a JCW from Chandler's, that's who I've come along with in this rather leery wrap. Looks quite cool though, I like that. If we look over here, now this is probably the most legendary sections of minis. We've got all 3 GPs next to each other. So we've got original GP1, which looks wicked. There's actually up for sale at the moment, so 13.5. Looks cool. Next to it, the evolution into the GP2. Everything's getting slightly bigger, and then the most up to date, we've got the GP3, but we'll have a look at one of those a bit later on inside and have a quick discussion about them. I've not driven one just yet, but hopefully if I can eventually find someone with one or a dealership that will let me have one. So we'll have a look around. This is the main sort of field area where we've got a huge number of cars parked up as well, and there is pretty much every conceivable mini I've ever seen. Now the GP scattered everywhere. You don't see many on the road. They must be hiding in garages, because I think I've only ever seen 1 or 2 on the public road, but they look awesome. And it's the thing I love about this is being able to talk to the owners, and also you can see how much they've changed over the years and how much bigger. So this is the clubby that I'm in. Certainly stands out in terms of colour. Slightly different. So we'll keep wandering around. We've got another Roadster, same as Pete's, but I'm not sure if they may have maybe tuned, but you can never really tell. Now this has to be, well, GP, this car here, have you ever seen anything quite so aggressive from Mini? It's like some sort of Dodge vehicle, and I have a feeling this isn't standard in any way, shape or form. I've never seen a car look quite that aggressive. You've got these bull bars on the front, these fog lights, this amazing looking wrap around it as well. Blacked out rear lights, another small detailing on the back with the whatever this bit might happen to be called, bigger exhaust. Definitely the wheels look wider. You can see they stick out over the arches, but that's impressive. So we're going to wander down then. We've got a GP3 which is open, so we can have a look around that. There we go, here's the GP3. Now the interesting thing about this is it's got the same engine as the JCW Clubman I'm in, so it's putting out the same 306 brake horsepower, 450 newton meters of torque, but it's got this lovely GP badge, strut brace, and you know this means business. I love the red detailing that GPs have on them. It's, I think, very, very special indeed. So the slightly unsubtle wing with the GP logo, which I really like. Now this is something I've been told that that gap there was put in place so when you lift the boot up, it means that that doesn't get in the way. I think that's interesting. Oh, that's very kind of him. He's just started it up, so that's the exhaust, which sounds pretty nice. Just yeah, that really does look the business. We've got these extended wheel arches which are made of, get this right, carbon fibre reinforced polymer. I said to BMW they were called plastic and I got told off. They're not, they're a polymer because it sounds sexy or something like that. I don't think it really matters. Polymer's plastic, plastic is polymer. Got the driver hiding in the car, but the thing I really like about this is we've got the digital display that now has replaced the traditional dials. You'll see that in the electric version as well. It's really nice. We've got a few GP touches, so on the door sill, got the unique number up here, GP on the mats, seats as well. So lots of GP, just in case you didn't notice, and also GP on the wheels. Massive brakes on this thing, so it goes well and stops well. Now, one thing the owner has told me is it has got adaptive dampers, but it goes from being really firm to, ow, I need to see a chiropractor. Even though it's shed a load of weight, I think it's at least 100 kilos lighter than its, you know, the standard JCW. But there's a load of like scaffold, or whatever the technical name, engineering term, underneath that really does firm this up. So it's very uncompromising. Definitely a weekend car, and something that would be absolutely amazing on the track. So I like that. Very, very similar, obviously, to the Clubman I've got. Now down here, now this is something, the other end of the spectrum we've got is the most heavily modified Mini I've ever seen, and it is beautiful. So here we go. Look at that. We've got the gull wing doors, carbon fibre. We've got carbon fibre down here, pretty much carbon fibre everywhere. Side skirts, roof, rear wing. And now look at this engine. Wow. Beautiful. This is a fully forged engine. It was actually made over in, custom made over in Japan and ships over. Looks wonderful. Let's have a look inside. I've got a feeling it's maybe just as outrageous. Here we go. Similar to a standard Mini in some ways. The fact it's got round gauges, and that's about it. Lots of carbon fibre, a full Recaro carbon seat. It's just carbon everywhere. I think a supercar owner would be happy with the amount of carbon there is in this. Wow. There's obviously been in magazines as well, lots of bump. It's not a particularly quick car. If I have a look, 0 to 60, 7.3. So it's not about being necessarily fast, but it's about looking amazing. We've got Remus exhaust, so it's going to certainly sound the part, but so many things this has had done to it. Wow. And then just casually parked next to it, another GP3. Now this, yeah, this is such a good event. It's wonderful being around so many different Minis and just being able to talk to people, having a look around cars. It's a dream, really. I've got another one with gull wing doors in blue over there. Looks awesome. But this has been really good. The B-Row Hunting Club have certainly put up a fantastic event. Got coffee, I think there's a barbecue at some point. So I've really, really enjoyed it. Not only that, but I've come in the amazing Clubman JCW, which we're going to unfortunately have to drive around in for the next couple of hours. So I'm really disappointed by that one, and we can talk a bit more about the car. But what an event. The weather has sorted itself out. I am very, very happy. What an amazing way to spend a Saturday. What an amazing day. So let's go and I think we'll grab a coffee and we'll just relax, put the camera down and just enjoy ourselves.